Dana Wex's Eva Cork. Hey Puffins! As I'm sure you've already guessed from the title, today we're going to be doing fun facts about The Sims. Now I used to play The Sims like back Sims 1, like I used to go to my grandparents' house. In our playroom I had a computer in there and I had all the Sims, all the expansion packs for the original. Played it like every single chance I got. It really is my favorite gaming franchise of all time. So I found a bunch of facts about The Sims that at least I think are very interesting, so we're just gonna get into it. So to start off, as of 2017, the empire that is The Sims includes 4 base games, 29 expansion packs, with The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs being the 30th, 31 stuff packs, 5 game packs, 17 console games, and 1 mobile game. And then they announced the second one, The Sims Mobile, back in May, but as of right now it's only available as a beta game in Brazil, so unlucky for everyone not in Brazil. And also as of 2017, The Sims holds the world record for the best-selling PC gaming franchise in history, with, just wait, over 200 million copies sold. Now Will Wright had originally envisioned The Sims as an architecture simulator where the player could go on there and just build houses and stuff. And then Sims were added later on so that they could have like something to interact with the objects. Obviously it soon became clear to Wright that the Sims aspect of the game was way more interesting than the building aspect of the game. Although I highly enjoy the building aspect of the game. I'll get on The Sims and build for hours and hours and hours. So back in 1993, 7 years before the first Sims game was released, Wright started developing prototypes. And at first it only involved a single Sim moving around, interacting with objects. And in the very beginning, the only object that he gave his Sim to interact with was a toilet. Literally just a toilet. You could use it, you could clean it, and then you could leave the seat up or down. So grateful, by the way, that they added more objects to the game before they released it. Like, could you imagine just playing The Sims and it's just a Sim in a house with a toilet and all you can do is use the toilet and clean it? That would be boring after 2 minutes. 2 minutes, Chelsie, what? Like, why would you make a Sim go to the bathroom 2 minutes? Moving on. The original title for The Sims was Dollhouse because Wright saw it as a high-tech animated dollhouse AI. But then test marketing showed that the name didn't do that well with like the young male gamers. Which I'm so glad that those little boys did not go for it because, I mean, like everything else, it just, something as iconic as The Sims, you just can't imagine having any other name. And I mean, Sims, they're The Sims, they're Sims. Speaking of marketing, when The Sims 2 was about to come out, the EA European division held like such an interesting event. They decided that they were gonna make a real Sim family. So they created this house in the Netherlands and then they held this campaign to find the family that was gonna play The Sims. And then the idea was that the family that was chosen, which the family that was chosen was a family of 2 adults and 2 teenage sons, would move into this house and live in it for 4 days. And during those 4 days, anyone could go to the house in real life and watch the people live as Sims. And if you weren't in the area, you could just go online and watch it, and if you spoke the language that they were speaking, you could give them assignments, which I'm assuming it just meant like you could tell them when to eat or what to eat or when to sit on the couch or when to lay in bed. I really don't know. I couldn't find like a ton of information about this event, but I'm very curious as to know like how far they went with that. Okay, on to the next fact. Weather features were actually supposed to first appear in The Sims 2, but then they had like problems with the coding, so they decided to scrap the weather altogether. And we did eventually get the weather like 3 years later with the Seasons expansion pack. Moving on, we're getting through these. So back in 2005, France released a limited series of stamps. The stamps that France released were called the superheroes of video games, and The Sims were included among like Mario and Link and all these iconic characters, which just like proves how like influential the game had become in just 5 years. Like, it had only been released in 2000, so that's only 5 years later, and they're getting put in there with like Mario and Link and like super influential people like that. People, characters, hey, characters can be influential, definitely. Alright, that brings us to our last fun fact of today, and I can't believe I've never heard about this. It's very interesting. I don't remember it happening, but kudos Will Wright, because I think it's really funny. So at one point, Wright introduced this virus into the Sims game, and all of a sudden all the Sims just started randomly getting sick, and everyone was like, why are all the Sims getting this super random virus, and like they didn't do anything to get sick? Well, obviously there's gonna be people that are gonna get to the bottom of it, and of course they did, and people figured out that the virus was coming from guinea pigs that the Sims are buying. I love it, I love it. Kudos to you, Will. kudos. Alright Puffins, that's all the fun facts I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy playing The Sims as much as I do and get as much joy out of that game as I do and the whole franchise, because it brings so much joy to my life, and it has ever since I was a little girl, and I hope it brings that much joy to you because it's so fun. I also want to give a big welcome to the 40+ Puffins that have come and joined us in the past like 2 weeks. Welcome. We have a mediocre time here. So subscribe if you haven't already to become one of those Puffins, and follow me on all the social media. I never tell y'all to do that, but do that. Go follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. I kill Twitter. I've been killing Twitter lately. It's like, I'm really funny on there, so definitely follow me on Twitter. Hit the like button, and just, you know, have a great day.